The average Ram owner spends over $850 a year on maintenance and repairs at the dealership. Most of that money goes to services you can do yourself in your driveway for a fraction of the cost. We are talking $3 batteries the dealer charges $75 to install, $15 filters they bill at $160, and oil changes marked up 400%. In this video, we are going through 12 dealer services you should never pay for again. Let's begin. Number 12. Oil changes. Last week, a guy brought his Eco Diesel into the shop for a routine oil change. The dealer handed him a bill for $385. $385 to drain old oil and pour in new oil. He thought something else must have been included. Nope. Just oil and a filter. Here's what that job actually costs. A 5.7 Hemi takes 7 quarts of full synthetic 0 W40. You can pick up 2 5-quart jugs of Pennzoil Ultra Platinum for about $50 total. A Mopar MO 339 oil filter runs $10 to $13 online. That puts you around $60 in parts. For the Eco Diesel or Cummins, the oil and filter cost a bit more, but you are still looking at $70 to $90 versus the $275 to $385 dealers are charging. The job itself is about as simple as it gets. Slide under the truck, pull the drain plug, let it drain into a pan, swap the filter, pour in the new oil, and check the level on the dipstick. The whole thing takes 30 minutes. If you have never done one before, you will spend an hour the first time and 20 minutes every time after that. On the Hemi, the oil filter sits in a tight spot near the steering rack on the passenger side. Reach up from underneath instead of going through the top and it comes right out. On the Eco Diesel, the filter is actually easier to get to than the Hemi. It is a cartridge-style filter on the top of the engine, so you do not even need to get under the truck. And here is something that drives me crazy. I have pulled into dealer service bays and caught techs using bulk house brand oil instead of the spec oil the customer paid for. When you do it yourself, you know exactly what went in, and you know the drain plug is torqued properly. I cannot tell you how many trucks I have seen come through the shop with loose drain plugs and oil streaks after a dealer oil change. Number 11. Spark plugs on the Hemi. This is the one where the dealer markup goes from annoying to genuinely insulting. The Hemi uses 16 spark plugs, 2 per cylinder, and dealers quote anywhere from $625 to $1,300 for the job. The plugs themselves cost $7 to $12 each online. That is $110 to $190 for all 16. The rest of that bill is pure labor. The passenger side plugs are easy. You can see them right there when you open the hood. Pop off the coil packs, unscrew the old plugs, screw in the new ones. The driver's side is where people get nervous because the rear plugs sit behind the brake booster and you cannot see them. Here is the fix. A $10 magnetic swivel spark plug socket from Amazon. It bends at an angle so you can reach those hidden plugs without removing anything else. That single tool is the difference between a frustrating job and an easy one. One thing you need to do that a lot of people skip: put a thin coat of nickel anti-seize on the threads of every plug before you screw it in. The Hemi has aluminum heads, and steel plugs and aluminum threads will seize over time if you do not protect them. Some guys pull their plugs at 30,000 to 40,000 miles just to reapply anti-seize and put them right back in. That prevents the nightmare scenario where a plug fuses to the head at 100,000 miles and snaps off inside the cylinder. One more thing, do not buy spark plugs from random sellers on Amazon or eBay. NGK plugs are one of the most counterfeited auto parts on the internet. If the price seems too good to be true, they are probably Chinese knockoffs. Buy from Rock Auto, a name-brand auto parts store, or directly from NGK. Owners have installed counterfeit plugs, noticed rough running within a week, and had to do the whole job over again. Number 10. Cabin air filter. Dealers charge $60 to $160 for this, and I genuinely do not understand how they keep a straight face. The filter costs $10 to $20 online. The job takes 2 minutes. I am not exaggerating. Open the glove box. Squeeze the sides inward so it drops past the stops. You will see a rectangular cover. Pop it off, slide the old filter out, slide the new one in with the airflow arrow pointing down, snap the cover back on, and close the glove box. That is it. You are done. If you have a 2015 or older Ram that did not come with a cabin air filter slot, you can cut one in yourself with a Dremel. But for most 5th generation trucks, the slot is already there waiting for you. A forum member once posted that he owned his Ram for 4 years before discovering the cabin filter even existed. His was black with dust and had a dead mouse in it. If your AC smells musty or the airflow feels weaker than it used to, pull that filter out and look at it. You might be surprised. Number 9. Engine air filter. Same story as the cabin filter, but even easier. Dealers want $45 to $80. The filter is $15 to $25 at any auto parts store. Pop the hood. Look for the big black air box on the passenger side. Unclip the latches or unscrew the fasteners holding the lid. They are usually hand-tight, no tools needed. Lift the lid, pull the old filter out, drop the new one in, and close it up. 60 seconds. If you want to skip replacements entirely, a K&N reusable filter runs about $50 to $65 and lasts the life of the truck. You just wash it and re-oil it every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. Either way, stop paying the dealer 4 times what this costs to do yourself. And if your dealer ever tells you the engine air filter needs replacing during a routine visit, ask them to show it to you before they swap it. I have seen service departments replace filters that had 5,000 miles on them just to pad the bill. Number 8. Oil life and service light reset. This one is almost comical. I have seen service invoices where the dealer charged $50 to $100 under diagnostic fee just to clear the oil change reminder light. That light is not a diagnostic code, it is a maintenance reminder, and you can reset it yourself in about 10 seconds. On 4th generation Rams 2009 through 2018, turn the key to the run position without starting the engine. If you have a push-button start, press it twice without touching the brake. Now press the gas pedal all the way to the floor 3 times within 10 seconds. Turn the key off. Next time you start the truck, the oil life reads 100%. On 5th generation trucks, 2019 and newer, you can do the same thing through the Uconnect screen. Go to Vehicle Info, select Oil Life, and hold the OK button until it resets. Some owners say the gas pedal method still works on certain 2019 and newer models too. Either way, it costs you nothing and takes less time than reading this paragraph. For Cummins diesel owners with the CCV filter service light, the sequence is different. Key on, press the brake pedal twice, press the gas pedal to the floor twice, then key off. That CCV filter light sends diesel owners to the dealer constantly, and the reset is free every single time. One thing I should mention, resetting the light does not replace actually doing the maintenance. This is only for after you've already changed the oil yourself. If you just reset the light without changing the oil, you are only fooling yourself. Number 7. Brake pads and rotors. A dealer will charge $350 to $600 per axle for a brake job on a Ram. Parts alone run $100 to $200 per axle if you buy them yourself. Over the life of the truck, this one adds up to thousands in savings. Here is the honest truth about brake jobs. If you can change a tire, you can change brake pads. The process is almost the same level of difficulty. Jack up the truck, remove the wheel, pull 2 caliper bolts, slide the caliper off, pop the old pads out, push the caliper piston back in with a C-clamp, slide the new pads in, bolt the caliper back on, and put the wheel back. That is a pad swap. If you are doing rotors too, the rotor just slides off the hub once the caliper and bracket are out of the way. The new one slides on. No special tools required on most Ram trucks. The one detail people forget is the caliper slide pins. Pull them out, clean off the old grease, and apply fresh caliper grease. Dry or sticky slide pins are the #1 reason Ram brakes squeak and wear unevenly, and fixing them takes 30 extra seconds per side. Dealers almost never do this on a standard brake service, which is ironic considering what they charge. Quick note on parts. You do not need to buy Mopar branded pads and rotors. A quality aftermarket set from PowerStop, Wagner, or Bosch performs just as well at half the price. PowerStop makes a kit with pads and rotors together for about $150 to $200 per axle, and it comes with everything you need, including the hardware and brake cleaner. Number 6. Transmission fluid on the ZF 8-speed. This is where the real money is. Dealers charge $400 to $800 for a transmission fluid change on the 8-speed. Do it yourself, and you are looking at $250 to $350 in parts. Quick note before I explain the process. Ram calls this a lifetime fluid. ZF, the company that actually built the transmission, recommends changing it every 60,000 to 80,000 miles, and Ram quietly defines lifetime as about 100,000 miles, which ZF considers an acceptable failure rate. So when the dealer tells you the fluid is good for life, they mean a short life. Here is the easiest way to do it. Buy a ZF service kit that comes with a new pan, a built-in filter, the correct ZF Lifeguard 8 fluid, and a drain plug. The pan and filter are one unit on this transmission, so you replace the whole thing at once. Drop the old pan, bolt on the new one, fill with fresh fluid through the fill port on the side, and check the level at operating temperature. There is a specific temperature window for checking the fluid level, usually around 86 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, so a cheap Bluetooth OBD2 adapter that reads transmission temperature is worth having. If you want to save even more on future changes, get an aftermarket aluminum pan from PPE or similar. It comes with a replaceable filter and a drain plug, so every fluid change after that is just a drain and fill instead of buying the entire pan assembly again. The pan pays for itself after one extra fluid change. One thing the dealer will never tell you. A $750 fluid change now saves you a $4,000 to $6,000 transmission rebuild later. This is the cheapest insurance you will ever buy for your truck. And the fact that dealers discourage it because they call it lifetime fluid is genuinely baffling to me. Number 5. Transfer case fluid. If you have a four-wheel drive Ram and you have never changed the transfer case fluid, you are not alone. Most owners do not even know it exists. Dealers charge $150 to $300 for this service. Doing it yourself costs $30 to $90 depending on the fluid. The job is simple. Slide under the truck, find the transfer case between the transmission and the rear drive shaft. There are two plugs, a fill plug on the side and a drain plug on the bottom. Remove the fill plug first. That way, if the fill plug is stuck, you have not drained fluid you cannot replace. Then pull the drain plug, let it drain, reinstall the drain plug, and fill through the side port until fluid starts to run out. Then close it up. 20 minutes start to finish. Here is where people destroy their transfer case. Different Ram transfer cases use completely different fluids and they are not interchangeable. The Borg-Warner 44 in auto four-wheel drive trucks uses a specific Mopar fluid. The Borg-Warner units in part-time systems use a different one, and the older NV cases use ATF plus 4. Putting the wrong fluid in does not cause gradual wear. It causes immediate chattering, clutch pack glazing, and damage you will feel the same day. Check your owner's manual for which transfer case you have and use only the specified fluid. This is the one place where guessing will cost you a $2,500 to $8,000 replacement. And here is something that surprised me when I dug into it. Multiple Ram owners have reported that their trucks came from the factory about half a quart low on transfer case fluid from day one. Checking and topping off your transfer case fluid at delivery is free insurance, and I recommend it on any new Ram before you even put real miles on it. Number 4. Key fob battery. Dealers charge $50 to $75 for this. The battery is a standard CR 2032 coin cell that costs about $3 at any hardware store or gas station. Slide the release latch near the bottom of the fob and pull out the emergency key blade. Use a coin or a flathead screwdriver to pop the case open along the seam. The battery is right there. Note which side is facing up. Swap in the new one the same way, snap the case back together, and slide the key blade back in. No reprogramming needed. The fob works immediately. The whole thing takes about 60 seconds at your kitchen table. And while you have the key blade out, remember it exists. Every Ram fob has one, and it opens the driver door lock cylinder if the fob battery ever dies while you are out. On newer Rams, that lock cylinder is hidden behind a small cap on the door handle. Pry the cap off and the keyhole is right there. That saves you the $150 locksmith call that should never happen in the first place. Number 3. Coolant top-off. Dealers will charge you $150 to $250 for a full coolant flush and fill on a Ram. A simple top-off with the correct coolant is $15 to $30 and takes 5 minutes. Every Ram built after 2013 uses Mopar OT coolant. It is the purple one. Pop the hood, locate the coolant reservoir, check the level against the min and max marks on the side, and pour in what you need. Done. Here is the critical detail. Never mix purple oat coolant with conventional green coolant. When those two chemistries combine, the mixture turns into a gel that clogs your heater core, destroys your water pump seals, and plugs up your radiator. One dealer documented a $9,000 complete cooling system replacement because of a single wrong top-off at a gas station. Heater core, radiator, water pump, hoses, flush, labor, all because of one wrong jug of coolant. Keep a small jug of the correct purple Mopar coolant in your truck at all times so you are never tempted to grab the wrong one in an emergency. For a full flush and fill, the process is still straightforward. Drain the old coolant from the petcock at the bottom of the radiator, flush the system with distilled water, refill with a 50/50 mix of oat coolant and distilled water, bleed the air by running the engine with the cap off until the thermostat opens, and top off. Budget about an hour and $30 to $50 in coolant. Number 2. Battery replacement. Dealers charge $250 to $400 for a new battery, and some add a programming or system reset fee on top. The battery itself runs $120 to $200 at any auto parts store, and a lot of those stores will even install it for free right in the parking lot. On most Ram trucks, the battery is under the hood on the driver's side. Disconnect the negative terminal first, then the positive. Unbolt the hold-down clamp, lift the old battery out, and drop the new one in. Reconnect positive first, then negative. That is the whole job. Some owners worry about losing radio presets or having to reprogram modules after disconnecting the battery. On the vast majority of Ram trucks, nothing needs reprogramming. Your radio presets will reset, which takes 30 seconds to redo, and your power windows may need to relearn their auto up and down positions. Just hold each window switch all the way up for a few seconds and all the way down for a few seconds. That is it. The dealer programming fee is for a problem that does not exist on most trucks. One tip worth knowing. If you want to keep everything powered while you swap batteries, a $15 memory saver plugs into your OBD2 port under the dash and feeds a trickle of power to the system while the main battery is disconnected. It is not necessary on most Rams, but if you have a lot of custom settings or an aftermarket security system, it gives you peace of mind. Number 1. Diesel exhaust fluid. If you drive a Ram diesel from 2013 or newer, your truck uses DF. All DEF is chemically identical regardless of brand. It is a 32.5% solution of urea in deionized water. There is literally nothing different between the dealer bottle and the truck stop pump except the label and the price. Dealer DEF runs $7 to $14 per gallon. Truck stop pumps sell it for $2 to $3 per gallon. Farm supply stores sell 5-gallon jugs for around $13 total. That is the same product at a fraction of the cost. Over a year of normal driving, switching from dealer DEF to truck stop DEF saves you $200 or more without changing a single thing about what goes into your truck. To fill it, open the blue DEF cap next to your fuel filler, pour it in, and close the cap. You will go through roughly 2 to 3 gallons every 1,000 miles depending on driving conditions. 2 tips that save headaches. Never fill the DEF tank past 75% in cold weather. The fluid expands when it freezes, and overfilling can crack the tank or damage the quality sensor. That repair runs over $1,000, and it is completely avoidable. And if you want to check the quality of discounted DEF before pouring it in, a $15 refractometer from Amazon tells you instantly whether the urea concentration is correct. Bad or degraded DEF causes expensive sensor failures that mimic much bigger problems. That $15 tool pays for itself on the first use. So there you have it. Stop letting the dealership drain your wallet for things you can handle in your own driveway. If this saved you some cash, hit that like button and subscribe for more Ram maintenance hacks. Don't let them overcharge you. Take control of your truck, and see you on the road, buddy.